Hello. I want to make this video to talk a little bit about high performing Facebook ads. So, a little bit of background on myself. My name is Paul Kowalski. I've been running paid advertising campaigns for the past 5 years, and I've managed budgets anywhere from a few $1,000s a month to a few $1 million a month, also in a wide variety of verticals as well. So whether companies that are looking to drive app installs or to e-commerce companies that are looking to drive purchases or even B2B companies that are looking to drive more leads to their sales team. So I wanted to make this video to highlight a couple of different ads. For those of you who don't know, the Facebook ad library is something that is open and accessible to anybody. And it's really useful for a couple of reasons. First, you can basically look at what your competitors are doing and kind of see the not only the ads and the way that they have their creative set up, but also what they're promoting. If they're promoting a specific product that's going to be released soon, and you can also click in and see the actual acquisition funnel. So you can look at the copy that they're writing, you can look at the ad creative that they're promoting, and then you can also see what's actually happening when you go on site. If you're a smaller business, it's really good exercise to look at what some of your larger competitors or people that you want to be like are doing. And some of the ones that we'll walk through, these are companies that are spending a lot of money on Facebook. And so if you're seeing the ads, you know that they work. So the Facebook ad library is only showing you active ads that are running at any time. And so if you're looking at a larger company and seeing the ads that they're running, you know that they've optimized them and optimized them and optimized them. So you know that they're high converting. Um, so I want to go through a couple in different verticals, and also we'll kind of talk about things to look out for. So the first one we're going to go through is Robinhood. They are a fintech app. Obviously, a lot of people are familiar with them. They've been in the news recently for their app going down, but they are one of the largest trading apps out there today, and so you can definitely use them if you're in the fintech space or in the investment space to kind of get some inspiration. So let's see one ad here. All right. The first thing I want to look at is the copy and the hook. So while you're letting your money sit in savings, your friends are making their money work. I thought this was interesting because Robinhood in reality is competing with you investing your money elsewhere in places like maybe another brokerage account or maybe Vanguard. But they're not really pulling that here. What they're saying is while you're letting your money sit in savings. So they're actually drawing a comparison between just having a cash account and having any type of investment, which I thought was really smart. And then their call to action: get a free stock like Apple, Ford, Sprint when you sign up for Robinhood. So this is a direct response ad. The first thing, they're kind of enticing you, thinking about, oh, I have money in savings, I'm not really doing anything with it. And then their call to action is you can get a free stock when you sign up today. Um, and so they have that kind of urgency of like get a free stock when you sign up. And so we can play a video here too. This one's how to buy stock. And I would call this an explainer video, um, basically just going through the app, how to actually purchase. Again, it's smart because they want you to buy stocks, right? And so they're saying how to buy stocks. They're actually getting in your mind, okay, I want to buy stock. I want to learn how to do this. It's not how to use Robinhood, it's how to buy stock. A very simple process, but nonetheless, there's a lot of user psychology here. And again, you can see at the bottom what they're actually driving to. So install now, Google Play, iTunes, these are app stores. So if we open this up, maybe we'll do the iTunes one. You would see that it goes to the App Store. And again, this is just part of the funnel. You can look at the App Store products page, and you can see these screenshots here. This is also very optimized as well. You can see like what's highlighted, right? If you're a user, what's sticking out to you? 10 million users strong. That's the first thing that I kind of saw. Okay, so they're legitimate. They have a large customer base. And then I kind of see this, but I'm also seeing earn interest on your cash. So again, I'm not thinking about actually investing in a stock now. I'm like comparing this to having my money sit in savings. So instead of being like comparing themselves to Vanguard or TD Ameritrade or other investment platforms, they're kind of just saying like earn interest, right? And then stay informed with customized news. So this is very optimized. You can see they have a lot of good ratings. And the other thing to keep in mind here is that the length of the funnel is quite short. Now, I'm sure if we were getting this on our mobile phone, which most of these would be, like if you see a Google Play or an iTunes, they're probably targeting mobile only, iPhone only. They would probably give you that free stock once you actually click install. But the other thing to notice here is that there's not a lot of friction between you clicking this ad and you actually being able to install. Quick, you go on the App Store page, you could download the app, right? So just some things to think about for Robinhood. Okay, so that was a finance app. The next one that I want to walk through is some e-commerce stuff. So let's look at Atoms. So I'm not sure if anybody here is familiar with Atoms. They are a shoe company. I've worked in Soho before, and they're definitely popular, trendy shoes. And so let's look at what they're running and what they're trying to invoke, right? So a little bit different than what we were looking at Robinhood. Obviously, Atoms, it's a lot more fashion, and so they want you to be inspired, and they want you to kind of picture yourself as being more fashionable and whatnot. And so we could take a look at this ad, right? These might be the most thoughtfully designed sneakers ever, Vogue. So Vogue, obviously, very popular brand, well known to be part of high fashion. And so similar to what Robinhood was doing, very intentionally comparing themselves to a just like a bank account, savings account. What Adams is doing here is they're a smaller company. They might not be as well known. They're invoking the brand name of a larger company. So you're thinking of Atoms and they're small, maybe not a lot of people know them, but now you're associating them with Vogue. And this picture is very Vogue-like, right? It's very minimalist. There's not any copy. It's very well designed, very fashionable. Let's look at some other ones here, right? Like little standing mats for your feet, more structure than Allbirds. The sole is phenomenal. So you could probably guess from this that they're comparing themselves to Allbirds, to another sneaker company that's probably their largest competitor. If I was doing research, that would hit me up like Allbirds is a competitor. And they're also using reviews, and so they're using a customer review here. They're invoking that it's like a standing mat. It's structured, but it's minimal and it's comfortable. And again, this minimalist style, maximal comfort, which is highlighted by the very minimal photo as well. The other thing, and you have to think about everything when you're looking at copy. Percent L. Why did they choose percent? Maybe they are trying to evoke like a more international crowd. But this was probably intentional too, to choose this name specifically. So let's click on the ad here. So that might not be working. You go to their Facebook page. Let's try another one here real quick. Shop now, right? So they're going to adams.com/products, Adams Black. So they're bringing you to a very specific page. And sorry while my browser loads. they're bringing you to a very specific shoe rather than like a list of shoes. And this might be intentional as well to bring you to a direct product. Again, when you're thinking about doing digital marketing and online advertising, you want to you want to have the funnel as short as possible, and you want to reduce friction to get your potential customers to convert and to take the action that you want. In this case, they're trying to sell shoes, so it's a very simple add to a specific product page, right? So that's Adams. I also want to talk about a B2B company. So what we'll do is we'll look at Zendesk here. If anybody here works in tech, you've definitely come across Zendesk before. And so they are like a support kind of like help desk. They help customer service teams basically file and handle complaints in a methodical way. So you can see, again, like I said before, with these ad libraries, it's everything that they're running, everything that's live at this current time. And so you might even be able to see who they're targeting. You can kind of get a sense of what audience they're going after. So this first ad I'm seeing, we've compiled a list of our product features and ads to help your team continue to work effectively. We could click on this real quick. Going to a blog page. I'm assuming that this would probably be a retargeting ad, meaning that they're targeting someone who actually already visited their website and came to their website before. They probably wouldn't want to acquire a new user through a blog post like this. But again, if we're thinking about it, like what are they trying to get their users to do? They're talking about different things: improve collaboration, tracking productivity, managing ticket volumes. They're trying to get their current customers at Zendesk to become better customers, getting the most from Zendesk. So I'm assuming that this is a retargeting ad, and that's what they're trying to do. A lot of times when you think about a retargeting strategy, what you want to think about is like, we might have current customers that haven't converted. So what are we going to do to bring them over the line? But customers that are already using our platform, how do we make them better customers? And a lot of times that's by making them more educated customers, right? Teaching them about your product. And so I think that's what Zendesk is doing here. No call to action, right? It's more of like here, learn how to use Zendesk. We've compiled a list of product and features to help your team work more effectively. It's not really direct response. It's more informational explainer how to. Now, this one, definitely going after a new customer, right? Again, simple, choppy copy, very easy to read, very easy to understand. More support channels, happier customers, achieve an average CSAT score of 95%. Right. So all of these things, right? I'm invoking happiness. I'm invoking the fact that I have more support channels. This really good score. I don't know what CSAT means, but I'm assuming that customer service people probably understand it. And then they have this before and after, right? This before, the background looks kind of beige, kind of boring, spreadsheet, right? After, it's a nice, this like yellow color, which invokes happiness. Very cool little design, right? And notice that the call to action is not here, it's here. Try Zendesk for free, request a demo, right? And so we could see what their funnel looks like. So watch a demo, see how Zendesk helps you improve relationships. And yeah, so you would give their customer information a little bit there. And then what are you solving for? They have 3 different things you can pick before you get the demo. Manage customer support requests, manage engaged sales leads, both of the above. And so they're definitely going to use this information in the demo to help you give a more relevant demo. And it's something to think about too if you have a sort of like lead funnel campaign or some sort of funnel campaign. Can you ask questions throughout that funnel that will actually inform you so that when they become a customer, they get a more personalized customer experience, right? Okay, so the last one that I want to show you is Seamless. I'm sure everybody knows Seamless, food delivery app, right? And this one's a little bit fun. Again, the copy is very simple. Get food delivered right to your door. That's it. You don't really have to say much else. Um, I'm lazy, I'm at home, I need food delivered to my door, I don't want to move, right? This one's probably New York specific, right? Let's see how New York eats. Let's play this video. So what I like about this is a few things. Obviously, the color is very bright, very engaging. If I'm scrolling on Facebook or Instagram, I see this. I'm probably going to pause. The music too, fun, do 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 do, right? Uh, the other thing that I wanted to kind of pick apart from this, they're not showing pictures or videos of the food like in a boring or like what it looks like when it's delivered to you. They have like outside by a pool. They have it in a restaurant. What it looks like. And so they're basically making you think, okay, I was going to heat up this microwavable meal, or I was going to cook, but I can get this like chef made meal delivered right to me, right? And so let's see how NYC eats, see menu, right? So let's see what they're kind of clicking you to. Um, Seamless, treat yourself. Seamless food delivery every time. And so they're not asking you to sign in or do anything like that. They're going to have you put in your zip code and then find restaurants or food near you. And so they're reducing friction. Probably the point that they want to get you to is when you're looking at and exploring multiple options and looking at their products. And so they're going to get you that as quickly as possible. Okay, so I went through a couple of different examples of ads, talked about, again, these are very big companies. If you're seeing the stuff that they're running, you know that it's working. Whatever industry you work in, I would recommend kind of creeping on your competitors or maybe larger companies that work in your space. So if you're a smaller restaurant, looking at what Seamless does is very interesting to see how you might want to think about running some ad creative and think about a acquisition funnel from the point of everything, right? Like you can see everything on Facebook Library. You can see the post copy. You can see the video creative. You can see what the funnel looks like once you click through. So it's a great resource for marketers and advertisers to be able to kind of get some inspiration when you're thinking about creating your campaigns. Again, my name is Paul. I hope you guys found this valuable. And yeah, thank you.